Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you see and if you want to see more. In today's episode, former Hull KR prop decides to call it a day at 22 years old. The RFL commit to affiliation with England Touch Rugby, and Leigh Centurions benefit in the most unlikeliest of ways. Leigh Centurions last week set tongues wagging when they announced the signing of John Asiata to a contract for 2022. The club announced the signing of the 28-year-olds after his release from Canterbury Bulldogs in the latest major signing ahead of the championship season. Asiata, an NRL champion with North Queensland Cowboys in 2015, will make up a strong overseas contingent at the LSV next season. LSV is the meaning for Leeds Sports Village. But some eagle-eyed fans noticed that his arrival at Leigh took the club above the threshold for non-federation trained players, NFTs. In Super League, clubs are permitted to have 7 NFT players. In simple terms, an NFT is one who has not trained in Europe during their junior development. However, Asiata's arrival means they now have 8, joining the likes of Jay Hitchcocks, Caleb Aiken, Ata Higano, Nene McDonald, Mark Ione, Tom Amone, and Sam Stone as part of Adrian Lamb's squad for next season. In the Championship, there is no restrictions on the number of non-federation trained players allowed in any squad, effectively allowing any club to have as many overseas players as they wish. In theory, Leigh could recruit a team consisting of just overseas players, should they wish to do so. If Leigh were, though, to get promoted, they will need to reduce their number of NFTs to 7 to fall in line with the Super League rules. But for now, they are clear to run with the stars at their disposal and add even more should they wish to do so. So Adrian Lamb has actually looked into a good position for himself. With all these rules not needed to be followed, he can put a squad together which will be a match for any of the teams in the Championship and possibly even Super League, to get back into Super League and then scout and scour and look for new players to replace the NFTs that he will inevitably have to replace, or if he was in the Super League in 2023. That being said, it does come at a cost. I think there's still a salary cap in place with that, but Leigh's owners have a lot of money and have ways to go around it, like anyone who has a business plan. We're still running at a percentage of revenue, income, gate receipts, etc. To cover the wages for the players, some creative bookkeeping using soccer as a blueprint could see them rise back up through leagues. But hey, it will be a tough ask no matter what, because there are some good teams down there and some good coaches, not to say the least Featherstone with Brian McDermott, Newcastle who've gone full time and their partnership with Wigan, and Bradford, John Keir. You might get them singing for once this year. It's tough no matter what they do, but to have this in the bag, it's something that we haven't got advantage of. Leave for the Challenge Cup, dare I say. And we have the news that the RFL have agreed a new partnership with the England Touch Association, the national governing body for Touch Rugby League, or Touch Rugby as it's whole. The two bodies aim to work closely together in a formal relationship from 2022, when England will host the delayed European Touch Championships in Nottingham. Hull FC, Hull KR, Leeds Rhinos, Newcastle Thunder, Warrington Wolves and Wigan Warriors all entered the Foundation Touch events in 2021 with men's and women's teams involved, and the RFL aim to build on that progress as well. This is a good fit for both organisations as we aim to increase the number of people of all ages who enjoy rugby league and touch rugby as a way to keep fit, active, healthy and happy, said Simon Johnson, the RFL chair. The structure of touch rugby is similar to rugby league, making it easy to pick up and fun to play at whatever level. We believe more people can discover rugby league through touch rugby, just as more people can discover touch rugby through rugby league. Touch rugby and rugby league is similar to rugby league in many ways, and have closely been linked for the last 50 years since South Sydney Rugby League players first used the minimal contact sport to stay fit during the summer months when rugby was a winter sport. Since then, touch rugby has grown substantially, with 10 of nations affiliated to the Federation of International Touch and thousands of players taking part in the World Cups and European Championships. Domestically, the ETA has expanded considerably since it was founded 25 years ago, and is now has around 130 affiliate clubs and leagues with thousands of players taking part. It's also a good way, I think, for bringing players from able-bodied and PDRL side to come in as one group as well. Touch Rugby League is part and parcel of the game in PDRL. There are players with traumatic brain injuries who can only be involved in rugby league if they play the touch form in the actual matches. So you'll have able-bodied athletes getting involved as able-bodied players and tacklers in PDRL. Then you have everyone on the same level, same playing field, no matter age, gender, circumstance, at touch rugby. And then you've got the elite level, where it's full contact men's, women's, where worldwide with World Cups, European Championships. So I'm very happy that this partnership's gone ahead. There's one form of rugby league that we can't really have in this country, and that's beach rugby ball for rugby, as that only happens 2 weekends a year, weather-wise, in the UK. But they can always dream. Well, as I say, I'm all for more forms of rugby league, more ways of bringing rugby league out there, even if not predominantly a rugby league sport. So in a bit of a strange but unsurprising at this stage news, former Hull KR forward Owen Harrison has decided to retire from rugby league at the age of just 22 years old. Harrison was set to join the Dewsbury Rams ahead of the 2022 championship season after making 14 appearances for the Rovers in a period of 3 seasons. But the towering forward has instead decided to call it a day as he concentrates on a new business. Harrison is heading into the property business with MHO Property UK, with the company willing to buy and sell in East Riding of Yorkshire, any properties and land, so on and so forth. And the 22-year-old spoke to Sirius about rugby league, about just why he is hanging up his boots at such a young age. He said bluntly, "I just don't have the time anymore to concentrate on a rugby league career," Harrison admitted. "I have too much work outside of rugby to do, and then I got a daughter on the way in March, so I want my weeknights and weekends free for family time. It's sad that I have to say goodbye, but I'm excited for my new venture. As well as his 14 appearances, Harrison spent time on loan at the Newcastle Thunder during the 2021 season, making 8 appearances after previously turning out 5 times for Dewsbury on loan in 2019. So Dewsbury were keen to bring in the towering forward. I do have to say that I'm not surprised that Harrison has got out of the game. Since the new deal for TV revenue with Sky Sports has come in, the money is just not there for some players to survive on just playing or working or doing both part-time. Rugby league has to be a career on its own, but you have to bring in money, so people have to pick up jobs. And if they're not part-time, or if they're educated enough to, or in a position to work in an industry where they're earning more money than league at a part-time level in Championship League, etc., etc., people are going to do that. They're just going to walk away from the sport. Surprised there's not more that are doing that. These people are not fools. They're not idiots either. They may bash into each other for a bit of fun, but people do all sorts of things for a bit of fun. Different strokes for different folks. It's sad that a player has to walk away from rugby league to fulfill what he needs to do in his life. He knew he was going to go into this business. But he was at all KR, so he financially not needing to go that way, but because the move has come across to go to Dewsbury, having to be a part-time player, it's meant financially beneficial to him. In my eyes, this is just my opinion, that he could walk away from rugby league and be happy. I'm sure he'll be a fan and be looking in all the time, and probably play down the park when the kids get a little bit older, even encouraging his kids to play. But this time, Owen has decided to walk away at 22 years old to play. To not play anymore and be a responsible human. Be financially beneficial. All I can say is good luck to Owen. Hope it all pans out for you. And we'll see you down the line, hopefully. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and also click that notification bell for any updates or any videos coming your way in the future. Also, please share these videos as we can get more word out, more attention on the videos, more attention on the sport. Then we can grow the sport. But no, you could be the one that kickstarts the Rugby League revolution. I'm aiming high. Of course I'm going to say rubbish things like this, but I want to grow the sport. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed your Christmas period and are recovering very, very well on this Boxing Day. It's also a Sunday as well, and games going on when you're watching this video. Our league app, Leeds, right now. Or Leeds has just finished, so you can watch it again. But in the meantime, tell me what your thoughts are on these videos. Do you think Owen Harrison is right to walk away from Rugby League at this time? The RFL and the Touch Rugby League, Touch Rugby Association getting together as an affiliation. That's a very good move. It would help with handling skills and also fitness. And finally, our story on Leigh Centurions getting a bit of a leg up when it comes to foreign players signings. It's an interesting one. Are they gonna be promoted this year? Do you think I'm right in saying with the Challenge Cup? But anyway, answers on the postcard, in the comments below. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, all the best, and I'll see you in the next video.